everyone, Basic Nerf. Today I'm here to do a Nerf War loadout video on what I took to Armageddon 15. In case you guys didn't know, Armageddon is possibly one of the largest, if not the largest, NIC, or Nerf Internet Community, Nerf War in the United States of America. It's hosted on the West Coast in Southern California, and it's called Armageddon 15 because this is the 15th year that it's been hosted. So I've been nerfing for, this is my 5th year, and I hadn't really made it out before, so I figured I'd make it out this year. Another thing I'll be doing that's a little bit different from my Nerf War videos in the past is that instead of making a Nerf War video before I go to the event, this video comes after the event. So I can show you guys what worked, what didn't, what I'd like to improve, things like that. There's a lot of things to go over, so let's get started. Starting from the top, of course I'm rocking my panda hat from Zazzle. Then if I had my GoPro on my head, but I'm using it to record this video, I'll be using a GoPro Hero 3 Black Edition with the head strap. The eye protection is Revision Safety Military Eyewear System. I got this for free, and it's pretty cool because it comes with a little strap in the back, so you can just leave it and it'll be on your neck. So onto the shirt. This is a 511 Taclite Pro shirt, the long sleeve version. Now I wore a long sleeve shirt even though the weather was low 80s to high 80s, and I had all this gear on pretty much all day because I didn't want to get sunburned. And it did work out throughout the day. At the end of the day, my skin was okay. It didn't come out sunburnt. But, due to some of the longer game scenarios, I got hotter than I thought it would be. So I had to roll back the sleeves a lot during the day and drink a lot of water, of course. So going down to, the blasters now. I was using a Zing bow by Zing Toys. This is a Z-curve bow. And it gets up to 125 feet if you use these specific arrows. Or this kind of design, as you can see on the head. However, even though Zing sent me this, and they sent me a couple extra arrows, I think I ended up losing 1 or 2 before the war. And as a result, I only had about 6 arrows to fire. So after I fired those, the bow was pretty much useless. So I would just toss it on the ground. And I actually ended up losing my Z-curve bow in the Nerf War, so that's a replacement I had to go out and buy myself. As you can see, I had 6 arrows, 3 of the Whistler kind, and 2 more of the Whistler kind, and the last one was a suction one, which doesn't fly as far, but it still could be launched in there, so I figured I'd use it. Down to my Rapid Strike, of course. My Rapid Strike is modded. It's on a LiPo battery, about 7.4 volts, I believe, with, I think it's 20 to 50 current. It's running on the 180 motors, you can see by the bottle caps here to cover the shell. And the grip here, the angled foregrip, is a beta by Dorm Labs. I'm beta testing it right now. We should see it being released in the near future, but I like it a lot. It doesn't improve performance by a whole bunch, but I just feel real comfortable using it. I'm also using the Magpul MS3 sling. Big thing this sling is known for is that it can pretty much clip on, so it's like a 1 point, aka it's hooked onto 1 point. Or you can extend it and hook it onto 2 points, so it's easier for slinging. If you need to walk around, it won't bounce around as much because it's connected to 2 points instead of 1. And I did that using zip ties here, one around the sling point here, and another through the viewing hole in the front, just because these things won't have anything else to attach to. Alright, let me sling that behind my back. Let's talk about the ammo I was using. I was using 5 18 dart mags, 1 in the blaster, or there should be 1 in the blaster, my bad, and 4 on me. I wanted to use 2 more, but I didn't bring enough darts, and I only brought enough darts for pretty much 5 18 dart mags, and then my friend used the extras. So I wish I had 2 more 18 dart mags because there were a solid amount of times where I had to ask my friends for their 18 dart mags, like at least 1 or 2 more. The rig I'm using, it's a plate carrier. It's called the JPC by Lancer Tactical. This is a replica. The real one's made by Cry Precision. That thing costs like $200, $300 in that price range. This one costed about $65, so I was very happy with this purchase because it's very sleek. At the same time, it gives me the MOLLE space for me to mount my pockets and my mag holders and things like that. As you can see here, we gave out name tags throughout the day, just duct tape and with a Sharpie. So I ended up sticking mine here, and it's still on here. My name is Jason, so my name is Jason underneath. It says Basic Nerf, so people knew who I was. Going down to the battle belt now, you'll probably see all these rockets here. This is like my secondary throughout the day because after the first 2 games, I realized that using the Zing bow with, not that much ammo, it just wasn't that effective for me. So I figured I'd cut down on the space and just use these. And these are called Sky Rippers. They're again from Zing Toys. Zing Toys sent me 12 of these, so thanks a lot to them. So it's pretty much like a slingshot. What you gotta do is attach them here. You grab the tab, you pull back, and then when you let go, you flick your wrist forward and it launches these. A bit hard to hit people, just like the Zing arrows, just because I'm not as skilled and proficient as I am with a Nerf blaster. But it's still a lot of fun to use, and this is pretty much one of my long-range choices at the Nerf War. So again, if you noticed, these Sky Rippers are in this pouch, which is on this belt. This is a battle belt. This is made by Condor. Pretty simple battle belt. If you guys don't know, battle belt is something you're supposed to use for like a first line thing. So all your primary stuff should be here. This should be like your ready to rock, let's go kind of thing, in case you need to ditch this upper piece of equipment. So the Sky Rippers are in a Condor utility pouch. It just rolls up when you're not using it if you want it to, but it fits here nice and snug. Right here I got a utility pouch / radio pouch. Came with the Lancer Tactical modular chest rig, and that's where I put my slingshot launchers for the Sky Rippers. Very easy to access. On the right here, this is a Fire Strike holster made by a new company called NarrowBase. They are a fan Nerf company that 3D prints holsters, as you can see here, and mag holders, you can see on the left. So this was very handy. I'm not a fan of drop legs just because I don't want things like rubbing up on my legs. And in theory, reaching down here to get it can be difficult depending on how you move. If you're running your leg, the holster is going to keep moving. If you're crouching, it's going to be a different place than where you were standing. Versus here, if you have a holster on your hip, it's going to be pretty much in the same place every time. So this was used for emergencies. If this ran out of darts, we'll just drop it, pull it secondary, and shoot. Or if I needed to do an extra little charge, and this ran out of darts, I'd shoot and then drop and use it to attack. Again, it is a Fire Strike though, so it does have its limitations of 1 shot per pullback, and the loading time is a little bit on the long side, so I had to work around that. But still, it's mostly meant for emergencies, and it was helpful throughout the day. Going left, again, as I told you, these are mag holders made by NarrowBase. Very easy. These are my speed loaders. If I need a mag quick, I get it off my hip instead of on the chest, just because the chest there's a lot of things going on, like the sling. If I had extra ammo here, just a little bit more bulk to get out of the way. So on the side here, it's a little bit more clear. That's why I stuck with these mag holders on my hip versus on my chest, although they can be switched around. I forgot to mention on the side here of my plate carrier, this is a Condor utility pouch, Condor horizontal utility pouch, so it's a pouch and it's horizontal. In here I would store extra ammo for my sidearm, for my Fire Strike, or other extra ammo, say for my Zing bow if I was using that during the day. If you go to the very, very back, we have my Condor dump pouch. It's a dump pouch, so it's meant to dump things like spare ammo, spare mags. I usually just dumped my spent magazines there because I don't want them dropping on the floor and leaving them in the heat, getting them faded, or getting them cracked potentially if you drop it on concrete or cement. So overall, I was very happy with my loadout at the end of the day. My rapid strike with those elite Kush darts felt like it was firing lasers at some point. If people got close enough to you within your range, I felt very comfortable just pulling my blaster up and firing, even against Stefan users. My Sky Ripper's rockets weren't that accurate. I probably only hit 1 or 2 people out of launching all of them the whole day, but it's still a nice deterrent just to keep people away from you. And it's nice to have the potential to hit somebody farther than they can shoot Stefans at you.
We got enemies on our right side.
Like I said, Z-Curve bow was on the okay side. I managed to hit a couple people, but again, the lack of ammo just really kind of killed me. So again, after like 6 shots or 7 shots, I just had to chuck the thing because I didn't want to carry it around. and have no use for it. With like 3 different weapon systems going on, it's also a little bit more difficult to handle it. So again, simplifying it down to just 2 later in the day, I say helped a lot. Well, I'm Basic Nerf, guys. That was my Nerf War loadout for Armageddon 15. Stay tuned to my channel for more videos on that in the future, including gameplay from that and a music video recap. And of course, stay tuned to my channel for more Nerf Wars, unboxings, reviews, humans versus zombies videos, and more things Nerf related. Thanks for watching. Peace out.